Because you just asked. That's why. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let me get adjusted here. That was the F1 2012 soundtrack by Ian Livingston, titled Chasing Fire. Got 34 drivers chasing fire here today. At Mansfield, the Summit Racing Equipment 150, 70 laps on this track for race number 3 of the Beach City Grand Tour. A bit of a weird circumstance about how this race came to be. I was originally going to pre-record the NCCS Watkins Glen and simply upload that. There was going to be no stream tonight. I did the race and I wanted there to be pit stops, but that didn't happen, so I redid it. I started adjusting the I&I, and for some reason the fuel usage wasn't kicking in, so I was like, okay, screw this, I'll wait and just stream the race tonight. It was still causing problems, so I was like, you know what, let's just do late models. And here we are, race number 3 of the Beach City Grand Tour. Hey, Blue Hedgehog, good to see you here, man. Thank you for stopping by. On both of them, then come back here an hour. The cycle repeats. Oh, I'm sure it will repeat by the time we hit, I don't know. Let's see. March, September. Probably April. Oh, man. Well, I'm saving everything now, which is just in case that actually does happen. But all is good. And to those asking about Cards Against Humanity, we will see. I'm not sure. I've got some stuff I need to do. Plus, also, I'm going to be binge watching the Call of Duty World War II gameplay. So, that's pretty much how I do it. It's like me watching a movie, except it's just someone else playing it. Because I don't have a PS4. And this PC could never handle something like that. Anyways, so enough rambling. Let's get a quick look at the top 10 starting positions. Dominic Anthony, for the second time this season, is on the pole position. And Brandon Gomez is on the outside. Great run there for the 17. Again. Dale Salzman, winner of the first race, and Evan Hunter. Jason Seed and Darius Stadger in row 3. Cody Reynolds and Zachary Fitzwater. Jeff Scott and Tom Jonas. And I am mentally insane. I've come to accept that. Oh, trust me. I am mentally insane. But I don't care anymore. I let it all out in Cards Against Humanity, that's for sure. Do they run Callums in NR? That is a good question. I have no idea. Probably depends on the mod. In these things, I could not tell you. So 34 cars. Ben Kraut's coming into this race as the point leader. Starting 14th. So we'll see what will happen. It's great to have everyone here. Michael, Mark, Sean. There's JMCM. Alan Perez. Perez is Sergio Perez's brother. Oh, man. Of course, Nikki. And whatever else up. And the NR I got is just a demo. Okay. Well, hey, it's something. It is something. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get the commands. Go racing here at Mansfield in Ohio. I keep on meaning to change the command pack, but this pack that I'm using right now, it just has such good commands that I don't think I could ever change it. And as usual, pit stops should not be taking place. 2 Chevys on the front row, 1 Impala and 1 SS. Then 2 other SS's, row number 2. This is going to be interesting. I will this week, maybe sometime. So, coming into the restart zone, and the Summit Racing Equipment 150 is now underway. Should be an interesting race. Sorry I didn't get first and second. It's rigged. Brandon Gomez is actually going to clear the 39 here for the race lead. We're going to complete the first lap. It is a 17 of Brandon Gomez. In a car which I think may actually run in the Mexican series. That is an early caution. And Michael Canto And Marco Shipez, second DNF in a row for the 16. And the 65. And severe damage to Tim Jonas in his first start here, replacing Zach Ryan. Everyone else is fine, but that was fast. Golly, I did not think that we would see this. Now let's just hope that doesn't turn into a wreck fest. It actually looks like, oh my god, they're 4 wide. That ain't gonna work. And that is what caused it. And also around goes the 84. And then damage on the 98 and the 37. There's the Arca brakes. Actually, Diego Yepes at 51 doing a good job of not getting too badly involved, but holy smoly. Lap 1. We've got 2 cars out of the race. Well, pretty much 3. That looks like that thing is done as well. 3 cars out on the first lap. Sheesh. That's what we're talking. I'm a heck your Doritos. What, do you make them taste like you make them taste like bananas or something? Ay, ay, ay. Well, you've had some good runs. Like, you've been able to get up to the front a bit, but, I've struggled to stay up there so far. But that's only after 2 races, so, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Well, if this turns into a wreck fest, that could warrant a possible redo. Because I would rather that not be the case. Ben Krautz stopping by asking about where the 78 is, up to 11th. After a lap 1 incident. Everyone really checks up there in the corners. So the 17, the leader. 39, 19, 11, and 1, the top 5. 34, 57, 21, 23, 32. And yep, indeed, all 3 of those cars are out of the race on just the first lap. My goodness. So let's see, lights out. Yep, lights are out. And this track is so short that I do not feel comfortable accelerating it, so we'll just let them go on through here. But we'll just have to see here. Gotta go spay ran driving quick. Good luck with that. So as the pace car pulls in, Brandon Gomez is going to lead them back here, restarting single file, so hopefully they won't go 4 wide that quickly again. If they do, well then, I guess I have the strength a bit too high, and that could warrant a restart. Because I want it to be fair, not a full-blown wreckfest, although sometimes you get those. But if I feel like I can avoid it happening, I'll... yeah. Ayo, Fluffy. Or Floofy. Good to have you here. Gomez hangs on to the lead. Dominic Anthony trying to fend off race 1 winner, Dale Salzman. And you got Evan Hunter there in the number 11. A lot of cars look awfully similar here, but see what will happen. You can see that outside lane can actually hold its own, especially in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, it's a little more iffy, but let's have to see here. Number 11 is actually running that outside lane. Battle for 5th. Jason Seed, Darius Dadger, or Dadgar, but I've been saying Dadger this whole time. That feels weird not saying it that way. Cody Reynolds getting by Tom Jonas there. Zachary Fitzwater, Jeff Scott still holds on to the top 10. Actually, mostly unchanged through here. There's 3 wide though. This is just ahead of just in the top 20 right now. Matthew Phillips on the high side there. There's Tristan Allen and Henry Williams. The 3 involved in that. And there was a dive bomb there. Ben Krautz looking to get in the top 10, getting by Jeff Scott. As the 19 and the 39 remain side by side and are closing right in on the number 17 there. Playing NR as a sim. So much more fun than watching. Yeah, I can agree with that as whoa, 19 got a little loose there. Dang. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And good to see you here, Mr. Johnson. 19 has comfortably cleared the 39 now. Go try and pass the 17. We'll see if you'll be able to do so. Sorry, chat is going. Not being said in the chat. Hard to pay attention to all of it. Let's see, we got Chevy, pace car. Chevy. Then got Dodge Battle and a Ford. That is for 6th. Jason Seed versus Cody Reynolds on that one. Is F1 2011 a simulator? That is a good question. I think it is. More of an arcade type of thing, but kind of accurate in other regards. Welcome, Dale. Running 2nd, lap 17. Bit of a longer race, this one, but this is a good track. I like it. We'll see if you'll be able to make the move on the 17 here. They really back it up there in that corner. Will it work on Windows 7? I think this computer is actually Windows 7, so the answer is yes. I think. Or is it Windows 8? I think it's 7. I think it's Windows 7 Professional. But, yeah, it should work. Evan Hunter. Battle for 3rd with Dominic Anthony, 39. You know, 2003 is old. It's working on any computer. True. Very true. But how about that? The fact that this game is from 2003, and yet it's probably one of the most accurate NASCAR simulators that there is. Would you ever have said that? Because I feel like it is way more accurate. I mean, which actually makes it a lot more difficult and sometimes even way more frustrating. But the fact that it's accurate, like how easy it is to spin out, and just the way that the car handles and everything, way more accurate than like NASCAR 14 or Inside Line or whatever else have you. Which, in all honesty, can make it more brutal, at least for me. But yeah. What am I doing? Cup signups. Well, really, just whatever series I'm doing, just kind of going with the flow. But there's an idea of something that I have, that kind of team thing, but that's still in the works. That if I do have signups for that, that won't be for several weeks, maybe even a month or two. And that's if I do it. I don't know if I could commit myself or not. But mostly staying pretty consistent here as Anthony manages to stay ahead of Evan Hunter. Cody Reynolds is on a charge here, the number 57, after DNF in the first race. Jason C now under threat from Tom Jonas. Ben Kraut's up to 9th. Zachary Fitzwater top 10 currently. Colton Yo 11th. Jeff Scott, Chris Hayden, Smet Oskin 14th. And then the battle rages for the 15th position between Christian Parker and Derek Hamill. If that's the case, then how come I exist? I might not watch the entire stream. Been feeling like crap all day. Yeah, it's all good, man. It is all good. This is a pretty long race, especially as far as late model races go. Especially now that everything is kind of calmed down here. As Colton Yo is now on the charge, actually getting by the 23. So put the 28 now into the top 10. But I will confirm this, just while we're having a bit of a down period here, that I do plan on having signups for Season 2 of the Castrol IndyCar Series, the NRLOA Castrol IndyCar Series. Maybe Wednesday night, somewhere in there. Do they have the dirt version of this track? If it exists, it's not on the Weebly, which is where I usually get most of my tracks. But it might be out there somewhere. as the 17 is pulling a little bit of a gap on the 19. 19 has a very comfortable gap over the 39. Then the 11. And Cody Reynolds at 57. Still holding his own. Still all relatively on top of each other. As Jason C now 7th. Tom Jones has gone by him. But now he dives it to the inside there, trying to take the spot back. And Cody Reynolds is really on a charge here if he keeps this up. See if he'll be able to get up there and maybe contend at the front. Currently 5th. What IndyCar mod? The Indy cars from this year's Indianapolis 500. The exact same ones from the first season on the old channel. Final four predictions. Cup 18, 4, 48, 78. I wish I could agree with you on the 48. I would have to probably go with the 2, I would say, or maybe the 11. It will either be the 2 or the 11, I would say, for the final spot in that. Xfinity 1, 7, 9, 19. Yeah, that last spot is definitely tricky. 21, 88, 27, and 4. Who's the 27 again? Oh, that's Ben Rhodes. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see him go through. Have I seen your latest Crash Comp? Yes, I have. The Monster one. Pretty dang good, man. Really well done. I have some ideas for some upcoming montages, but we shall see. And that is Mansfield. Now I have to get back there again. So, seizure warning. There we go. So Brandon Gomez still holding about a 5-car length lead, or maybe 4 car lengths on Dale Salzman, the number 19. Things have mostly settled down now. Tom Jonas and Cody Reynolds going at it over the 5th position. I'm 11.5. Okay. Oh, Hermes Adler says Noah Gregson. Yes, that southern accent that he's got there. Diego Ypez. Why can I never read? Oh, it's a 51, I believe. Yeah, 51. Diego Ypez listed 19th right now. Oh, Lord, not the 21. 21. Ah! The dreaded 21. Ben Kraus is also on the move. Darius Dedger starting to drop back. Tom said, yeah, do you know all the customs I had for the original mod? I reset my computer, I lost every one of them. Nah, that kind of stinks. Well, if you need to, I will just say this, to anyone, I mean this is to anyone pretty much, as we're about to go 3 wide here, almost. Oh, smokes. But if you have to reset your computer and you have stuff on there that you really don't want to lose, put it on some kind of external hard drive, like a thumb drive or something. So that way, when your computer is done resetting, you plug it back in, put all the stuff back in, you're in good shape. What are they? They're better than all of them, except Metro. I usually prefer to do most of the modding myself. I made the mods because of that whole Haley thing, if you remember that. Which, yeah, that was pretty bad. But, yeah. Do we get better ratings by racing more? That does work, or that is the case in many other series. On my end of things, I try and make it as equal as possible for everyone, just for the sake of fairness. But maybe if I do my one idea, maybe I'll, the one idea that I have, maybe I'll do that a little more, but I don't know, we'll see. Still debating on that as Ben Kraus continues to move up. 8-point leader could extend it a little bit, although Dale Salzman, the winner of the second race, and I believe in a tie for second in the point standings, or somewhere up there in the points, running second, so he's gaining points on that 78 as it is right now. Coming to lap 49 out of 70. Still got a little ways to go, but starting to wind down. Everything has stayed mostly the same. We'll see. Our lap car is going to become a factor. Yin Canario's kind of struggling here in the 54. But he's far enough ahead. I think they should be okay. Truex, Byron, Christopher Bell. Those are some good picks there. I would have to agree with that. $20 laps to go this time at the stripe. Still all about the 17. 19 trying to run him down, but just kind of doing his thing right now as Ben Crouch looking to get into the top 5 now. Pretty patient driver, just methodically works his way through, and he's looking good here. There's Dadger trying to hold off Cody Reynolds and Colton Yo, who's moved up here. Jason Seed currently rounds out the top 10. And you got a bit of a gap back to Zachary Fitzwater and Jeff Scott, who are battling over that spot. And now Chris Hayden's starting to get himself involved in that as well. I think all final 4 this year. Well, for me, I mean, yeah, I'll have favorites. I'll have drivers who I don't care for, but if it boils down to a good fight for the championship, like it was last year, that was insane, then I'll be happy, no matter who wins the championship. Of course, I'm rooting for Jimmy Johnson to become an 8-timer, but I don't think that's going to happen. At 55, Ben Crouch now looking to get by Evan Hunter for 4th. And will do so. And looking to maybe follow suit is the 21 of Jonas. And now is under threat from Cody Reynolds. Cody Reynolds has been looking pretty strong here. Been warm for that DNF in the first race. Putting a bit of a hindering in things, but we'll see what he'll be able to do. As Salzman's trying some different lines, trying to close in on the 17, but they're actually running almost identical lap times. So currently Dale Salzman in second place, but Brandon Gomez looking good, just doesn't make a mistake, and he should be looking good with 13 laps to go in the Summit Racing Equipment 150 here at Mansfield. Race number 3 out of 10 in this Grand Tour. And for anyone in the Final 4 but the 24. Interesting. Salzman's actually making that outside lane work there in the in turns 1 and 2. Running about similar lap time. Let's see here. That time by 17.4429. 0.5 there. So yeah, they're still pretty equal, as Evan Hunter not giving up yet on the 78. He's got the grip there on the high side. If he's able to just hold it there for the next 10 laps, looking to maybe win the drag race off. Dominic Anthony, Pole Sitter running 3rd right in front of them. And 3 wide here. Tom Jonas in the middle. Darius Dadger low side. Cody Reynolds way up high. Jonas gets the spot. 9 to go. 1 caution, 1 crash on lap 1. And green ever since. Colton Yo and Jason Seed remain in the top 10. Now the 1 car looking underneath the 21. Now 8 to go. Again, all this for 6th. So we've got the battle up here as now Ben Crouch looking for 3rd. Evan Hunter is maybe able to make it 3 wide here. It's not going to work. The 78 clears them. After starting 14th, has methodically and patiently worked his way up here. He's looking to maybe get 3rd place. Checking it up front here, still Gomez. About that gap has remained almost exactly the same between those two. He's looking good as it is. But it looks like it is going to be a Chevrolet sweep in the top. Possibly top 6. If Dadger is able to get this spot. Which these guys are really fighting hard. 5 laps to go. Now Cody Reynolds gets the spot on them. Colton Young could start to close in on this. See if he'll be able to do anything in this battle. But just 4 laps to go, and they're actually closing in on Evan Hunter. Dominic Anthony still not relenting. He's actually able to briefly clear the 78 there, but 78 dives in hard enough. And with the spot there, he might be able to dive it into the corner. Just 3 to go. Battles for 5th, battles for 3rd. Is there 3 wide again? Cody Reynolds way down low. Evan Hunter up high. Jonas with the run off the middle. Dominic Anthony holding strong himself. As we get back up front here, Brandon Gomez going to lead almost every single lap here as he takes the white flag. Just has to make it 1 more lap around this just over a half-a-mile track. As Anthony actually clears the 78 and will hang on to 3rd. But out of the final corner, Brandon Gomez, the number 17 Chevrolet, gets the win in the Summit Racing Equipment 150. Dale Salzman 2nd. Dominic Anthony 3rd. Ben Crouch. Evan Hunter actually gets ahead of the 21 for the top 5. So Jonas 6th. Cody Reynolds 7th. Darius Dadger 8th. Colton Yo and Jason Seed are the top 10. Jeff Scott. And then Chris Hayden, Zachary Fitzwater, Matthew Phillips, Mark Davidson are the top 15. And Dylan Swearingen says that Mark sent you. Mark, is that indeed the case? Because that looks a little iffy. But as we look through full results, we'll get a look at the standings. Three races down, 7 to go. Next one will probably Mark will get his witch. It will probably be at Stafford. Probably. You meant that? How do you confuse that? That seems a little iffy to me. That's just me. So anyways, 3 down, 7 to go. We're going to look at the point standings, but before we do that, a little trip to victory lane for the number 17, Brandon Gomez. Great job. It's not a fake channel. Big congrats there, and Mark, you're saying it's not a fake channel, and I'll take your word for it. I cannot check right now. I'll check after the stream is over. Stop yelling at me. Oh, come on. Thank you. Golly, Internet Explorer sucks. That's it. From now on, I'm doing everything on Chrome. There's still the occasional thing that I use Explorer for, but that list is rapidly getting smaller and smaller. So as we adjust OBS there, gonna look here while we wait for that stupid thing to load. I used to have lots of videos. I just deleted most of them because people blame me on it. Okay. He's under trial. Okay. All right. Yes, Dylan. Since this is probably your first time here, the reason that we're just kind of thinking about that is because we had a major trolling situation a few weeks ago, and we're just very iffy about just kind of random new people. And if you guys do Cards Against Humanity, I might join. I'm not streaming it though. I've got stuff I need to do. So 3 races down. Airborne Speedway, Spencer Speedway, and now Mansfield. All in the book. Let's see what we got. Ben Crouch holds it. I think that's exactly the same margin that he had before. 13 points. Ahead of Tom Jonas, Dale Salzman 14 back, Darius Dodger 15 back. Those are the top 4. All pretty on top of each other there. Colton Yo 5th. 25 points back of the leader. Brandon Gomez up to 6th with that win. There we go. Dominic Anthony 7th. Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan Rains, Matthew Phillips are the current top 10. But still got a long way to go. As you look on through here, Zach Ryan stepping out of the 48. Tim Jonas' replacement, and that was Tim's first race, wasn't even able to complete the first lap before getting involved in carnage, which was pretty out of his control there. So again, probably the next race will be Stafford, but we'll see. Again, it all depends on testing, and assuming testing goes well with Watkins Glen, expect me to stream, yes, stream, NCCS tomorrow from Watkins Glen. Okay, thank you, Dylan, for understanding there, man. Just looking on through here. Take care, Nikki. I'll put a picture of Danica Patrick on it. Yeah, you can put whatever you wish. I still say I finished 5th because I tied him for 5th. What are we talking about? For Keanu Reeves. Picture on there. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and also in that race tomorrow, Mr. Xavier Griffin there will be making his debut. Again, assuming all goes well. Yep, y'all have Cards Against Humanity. I might join for a few minutes, but yeah, I got some painting I need to do for something else that I'm doing. You also need to see if Blue Hedgehog misses me. I might have to do something for him, which I'm just fine with. And then of course, I got a Call of Duty Let's Play to binge watch. I want to see how the campaign goes. I tied for 5th, so I say I finished 5th. Oh, okay. Gonna go buy a nice channel. Thank you, Dylan. You take care, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm sorry that I'm being really boring. It tends to be a case of the more just kind of the races, the more boring my commentary is. So very sorry about that. Plus my energy level is already low because of this stupid time change. So yeah. So anyway, y'all have yourselves a good night. Hope to see you again tomorrow for the Watkins Glen race. And also stay tuned. Sign-ups for IndyCar Season 2, this time under the NRLOA. That, I hope, will be Wednesday. I can probably confirm that in tomorrow's stream. Thank you very much. I try not to be boring. Sometimes I am. That's all good. So anyway, y'all have yourselves a good night. Hope you enjoyed that race. Congrats to Brandon Gomez on the win. And see you in the next one. Until then, take care. And bye for now.